It was on January the 3rd last year, days after Beijing's last major apocalypse, that Jifeng began to put into action his plan to escape one of the world's most polluted cities. After more than 2 decades as a resident of China's smog-choked capital, he boarded a flight for Jiaog, an azure-skied river town in Yue Province, close to China's borders with Myanmar and Laos. There, more than 1,600 miles from Beijing's toxic climes, she coughed up 460,000 yuan, £52,000, for a 2-bedroom flat in a palm-dotted condominium near the Mekong River. 2 months later he returned with his wife, Liu Bing, to start afresh. The couple placed a doormat at the entrance to their pollution-free abode that read, "Natural life. I don't miss the urban life," he said. "And now we've moved here, the chances of us going back are slim. For me, life's better here." Ji and Liu, 40 and 32, are part of a small but telling band of jaded Chinese urbanites seeking to outrun the hustle and bustle of their country's big smoke. Some are permanently moving to China's comparatively peaceful and preserved periphery, putting down roots in places such as Yue or Heira, a tropical outpost in the South China Sea. Stocks and futures. Ji chuckled when asked how he made a living in his new home. Others are seasonal migrants, so-called smog refugees, or elderly migratory birds who take extended annual breaks to avoid the worst of the winter weather. President 11 He Pig recently launched his second term with a pledge to make China's skies blue again, and experts say he is making progress. In November, Beijing's air quality was better than any previous winter month on record, according to Greenpeace. But many cities still endure hazardous smog episodes that are blamed for up to 1 million premature deaths each year. Hotels catering to such urban fugitives have sprung up across Jiaog, the capital of Yue's Xishuaba Prefecture. At one, a check-in brochure promises guests an untainted stay. "Don't worry, you won't get intoxicated with the fresh air," it says. Property developers are also cashing in, throwing up GITs and apartments partly geared towards China's clean lung market. At Jiaog's airport, posters announce one gated community called Viva Villa with the slogan "Fresh Air." "The weather's really good, there are no chemical factories and we have tropical forest," boasted Lira Grog, a sales agent, as she showed off mansions in a soon-to-open compound called Rivulet Villas. Li Yaju, a budding estate agent, said green living was a key part of his sales pitch to northerners. "The only time we talk about PM 2.5 here is when we're trying to sell a property to someone from Beijing," the 35-year-old joked, referring to the minuscule particulates that strike fear into the hearts and lungs of Beijingers. Xishuaba's renown as an oasis of fresh air and forests has made it one of China's premier domestic clean lung destinations. But some locals fear that very reputation is now robbing the region of some of its natural charms. The stampede of tourists and developers has transformed Jiaog's skyline over the past decade.